Hey friends, today we're talking about your neck and we're going to do some exercises that you can and should do in and around your bed. Okay, so the first one, you can just sit on your bed. You're not going to be able to see me well enough, so I'm going to kind of come down on my knees over here so you can see what's happening. Okay, you're going to clasp your hands behind your head and then squeeze those elbows together and then just let your head drop back. At first, you might be like, I don't know what's happening. We're trying to adjust which fingers feel like they're getting squished. You should start to feel this. I feel it particularly in the base of my neck. Or does anyone else feel like they're getting that really attractive, like hump at the top of their spine at the base of their neck from all their forward heading? That's where I feel this a lot. So stay here for as long as you can. You can stay longer or do this again later, but I'm going to move us forward now. So gently bring the chin back down, release the hands. Should already feel pretty nice. All right, and then we're going to get up on the bed. Now this is a stretch you typically would do on like a giant medicine ball or Swiss ball, but I'm adapting it so that we can do it hanging off the bed. Now the first thing you need to do is adjust yourself. Find your occiput, right? This is your bone at the base of your skull before it turns into your neck. It's where that kind of ridge or shelf is, okay? It's right here-ish. And you want that to line up with this top corner of your mattress. And then you're gonna let your head kind of hang back off the bed. Now that should just feel really good by itself. So you could stay here if you'd like. Or we're gonna try to stretch these side muscles on our neck, commonly referred to as the SCM. Okay, so first we're going to just look over to the right. So you can kind of rotate your head, or if you want to pick it up and turn it, you can. So you're looking to the right, but then you set your head back down. And just let gravity do the work here. Sometimes our necks are insanely tight, so you might be struggling to feel like you're getting a stretch. Or you might be like, oh my God, this is so intense, even though we're at the lowest level of intensity here. So you can kind of just see what works for you, but I'm trying to take us in slow. Bring your head back to center. Pause there for a minute. You might even rock around. If I kind of rock my head to the side, I can get the corner of the mattress to kind of dig into some tight muscles in the base of my head. And then when you're ready, turn your head all the way left and then let that head dangle again. And maybe you don't have enough of a dangle. If you're not getting enough of a stretch here, that's one way you can mitigate. Gently bring head back to center. And again, you can let yourself just dangle off. Now, if you've scooted back a little bit like I did, you might want to check just with your shoulder blades, right? Pull those back down like you're tucking them into your pants, because otherwise your shoulders are going to come up and not allow your neck the freedom that it needs. So just that shoulder blade adjustment makes a big difference. Now in a second, we are going to scoot off a little bit more to just about the top of the shoulders. There's no real graceful or flattering way to do this, so just follow me. All right, and we're going to let ourselves hang. Now the first thing I notice is I've got kind of like a scrunched up skin right here, and that's because I got to pull the shoulder blades back under me, and then, oh, that's so much more comfortable, much better dangle backwards. So you can do a couple of things here. You can just stay here with the bigger head hang. You can do those cool boy elbows again, link fingers behind the head. right? And then instead of squeezing elbows together, just let them open to the sides. If you're feeling daring, you can even just let the arms hang. Just depends on your neck and chest and shoulder tightness. I kind of just move mine around a lot. I can't ever figure out exactly where I want to settle, and that has more to do with my monkey brain than anything else. Just let that head hang. Right, now in a minute, we're going to try to safely come out of this. So we're going to do a couple of things. One, you can try to scoot back onto the bed just a tiny bit more, just enough to support the neck, and then roll to one side. Good. Now we're going to come off of the bed. And you can pause and see how that neck feels, or my back, my whole spine just cracked when I did that. That felt great. All right, so now I want you to bring your elbows to the edge of the bed. Okay, you can link your hands or not. Okay, feet are wide, booty sticking out, and you're gonna let this head hang down. Now, depending on your elbow openness or the length of your arms or the giantness of your hair, maybe it's hard to get the head between the arms, but just help it out. You want the head just hanging down as much as possible. You're going to feel this in the shoulders too. If it feels intense, put a bend in your knees or walk your feet back in a little closer together. And again, you can hang here for as long as you like. This is kind of our last move here today. Or you can also kind of bring the arms wider if you want to get a little more into the back as well. Sometimes if I wake up in the middle of the night, my back hurts, I'll get out of bed and do this. And just kind of hang from the arms. Pick what works best for you. I hope that felt fantastic. Check out your neck mobility, functionality. It should feel, my silly words, I'm always like, I feel like I got my neck back instead of it being rock solid sunk into my shoulders. So I hope you feel largely the same way. Namaste.